Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In case you're new here, my name is Lorena and I love to share my recipes with you. And if you've been here before, then hello again. Today we're going to make pizza. You know that I love making bread, so I love making pizza. And I've tried a couple of recipes before I got here. So today I'm going to show you the perfected recipe that I made for you guys. I love it, it's crunchy, it's crispy, and I love the semolina that's on the bottom. It really adds even more crunch to the base of the pizza. To top it off, I'm going to do something really simple because I love it that way. I have a tomato sauce that I've already taught you how to make. The only difference is that I blended it at the end, and I truly believe that it adds so much flavor to the pizza. But of course, if you want to make a pizza bianca, which is a white pizza, then you by all means can do it. Don't put any tomato sauce on it. You can put just fresh tomatoes, basil, some prosciutto, and call it a day. On top of that tomato sauce, I'm going to put some buffalo mozzarella, which I love. I think it's incredible, and the way it melts in the oven is just fantastic. I can't even start to explain how good it is. And as soon as it comes out, I'm going to put some basil leaves on top. I prefer to put them at the very end just because in the oven they always turn a bit brown and it doesn't look as appetizing as fresh basil leaves. So if you're serving it at a table with tons of people, then I recommend that you put it right on the table so that everyone can see and be like, oh wow, that looks so good. Oh, and by the way, I do not pretend to be Italian. I don't have any Italian family or anything. I just love pizza, and this is my version. As always, if you want to see the full recipe, then all you need to do is click on the link in the description box below, and that will take you to the blog where you will find lots more recipes. Also remember that if you like this video, you can always put thumbs up to it and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done it already. I'm now going to make my favorite pizza recipe, so if you want to see how it's done, then keep on watching this video. So to start, I have here flour, instant yeast, salt and sugar. If you want to use other type of yeast like dry yeast or fresh yeast, then make sure to check out the blog post because I will give you the equivalencies on there. I also have some lukewarm water over here and some olive oil, and we're just going to mix everything in on this bowl. I'm going to start off with a spatula and finish off with my hands when it doesn't help me anymore. And then we're going to knead it. So if you want to knead it by hand, then it's going to take you about 30 minutes to do it so that it's nice and elasticy. But if you want to make it on the KitchenAid, then you can use the hook attachment and have it on there for 15 minutes on full speed. At this point, we need to add a bit of flour at a time until it doesn't stick to our hands. Okay, so the dough is no longer sticking to my hands. It literally took me about 2 pinches of flour to get to this point. So don't overdo it with the flour or it will be too dry and it won't be able to rise in the oven. At this point then I'm going to put it on the KitchenAid to knead. You could also do it by hand like I said, and it's going to take me 15 minutes. We want it to be really nice and elastic so that it can get all the air that we want inside the dough. Okay, so here's my dough after 15 minutes of kneading, and it's really nice and elastic. And now we're going to divide it in half because this makes two 20-centimeter pizzas, or a large one, or actually a medium one. So I'm gonna cut it in half and let it proof. On top of this, I'm going to put some semolina on here so it doesn't stick, and like I said, it will also give it a really nice crunch to the base. And it's going to be there for at least 2 hours. Now at this point you can freeze this pizza dough. If you're making personal size pizzas, then you can freeze them separate, and they will freeze up to a month. When you want to cook them from the freezer, you want to take them out, let them come to room temperature completely, and from that point on, then you can let it rest for 2 hours and proof. So this is what we have 2 hours later, and as you see, they have doubled in size. They look really nice, and you can see it expanding over here. It means that there's gas inside, which means that the yeast have been feeding on the sugar and also the flour, and that makes them create this gas, which is going to puff up in the oven for our pizza. So now I'm going to take one and shape it, and the other one I'm going to leave on the side until I get a chance to bake it after the first one. So my oven has been preheating for 30 minutes. I have it at 210 degrees, and I have a skillet that is really close to the top of my oven. So if you have a gas oven, you want to keep the broiler on for this one, and it's going to help you get a really nice caramelization on the dough. So to shape it, I'm going to take one of these balls and I'm going to press down with my fingers close to the edge, just to form that nice thicker edge. And then I'm going to turn it around and repeat the process, and then we're going to stretch it out using our fingers. And it's really important to have semolina at the base so that it doesn't stick, and we can then transfer it onto my skillet or your baking tray or pizza stove. So ideally, to take it to the oven, you want someone to help you. So someone to hold the skillet or baking tray or a pizza stone that's really hot for you, and then you can slide it. So if you see, I could slide it onto it really easy. Don't lift it, but rather slide it off the edge. But since I don't have anyone, I need one of these. This is not for pizza actually, it's for cake, but it will serve just as good. I'm just going to put some semolina on it and then straight onto the skillet and into the oven, still pretty close to the top. So that's going to take about 5 to 10 minutes depending on your oven and how hot you have it, and you want to see that it's really nice and golden on top, and then you know that it's done. I want to tell you that especially for this recipe, you want to check out the recipe on the blog, because I will be saying a couple of tips that maybe I didn't mention on the video. So you really want to read those through. This is not an easy dough to do, so just make sure that you understand every step before you go ahead and make it. That was my pizza recipe. I really hope you liked it. I sure did. If you did like it, don't forget to put thumbs up to this video. It makes me really happy. Please, if you make this recipe or any other recipe from the vlog, don't forget to send me a picture or tag me on them, because I really love to see what you cook. Also, if there's anything savory or sweet that you would like me to teach you how to make, you can leave a comment below. I'm posting videos every Thursday and Sunday, so if you don't want to miss any of them, then I recommend that you subscribe to my channel. It's free and only one click away. You can also follow me on Instagram, Pinterest, and Facebook as Cravings Journal. Thank you so much for watching this video, and see you next time.